So hey guys, we are back with another video, and in this video we are going to talk about how you can prepare a resume for your next data science or machine learning interview and job. And in this video I'm also going to share that which resume I used for getting the role I wanted, that is machine learning engineer, and the tools that I used and some tips for you guys, that the mistakes that I made and I think you guys can avoid. So let's get started. So this is the current resume I have been using, and this is the resume that I have currently used for applying for other jobs, and if I will be using this only for applying for jobs in future also. And if you look at this, right, I have kept it as simple as possible. All my details here, the education, the technical skills that I have, and then my experience, right. I've been working in yellow, so I put as intern, then as a full-time engineer. Similarly, for IIT Jodhpur, I have put here that I have worked as an intern there. Similarly, in research projects, I have put the projects that I've worked here on in yellow and the link to the research papers. See guys, this is very important, right? Suppose you have worked on a research paper, or let's say even if you have worked on some project that has some, let's say, points which need to be covered, especially the URLs or GitHub or any deployment servers, you need to put those links here, because without links, things are just hooks. So in achievements, I have put all achievements of university life only, because I think once you get into jobs, it's really hard to get some big achievements. So research projects are one that I am showing as achievement here only. So yeah, that is one thing. Now coming back to the point, right, which tools I have used. So before that, I'll show you the resume that I used during my college life. So yeah, this is the resume I used. You guys can please ignore the pic that has been uploaded here. So this resume format was described to be by my university placement coordinator, and he told me, right, that okay, this is the format we have been using for years and this you should use. Actually, if you find, except these boxes and everything, both the resumes look similar only. So it's completely fine, you can use any one of them. I'll suggest you this one because this is more professional. In this one also I put all the things. Yeah, you can see in the academic projects I have put different projects. During internship I have put different internships, because at that time I was just a student and I didn't have any experience of working in a professional company or a MNC. So in achievements, as you can see, all my achievements of college life, my ICPC, Economic Times, Microsoft Imagine Cup and everything. So pretty much it for the resume part. I would say that I have put my portfolio and links and GitHub link here. You guys can put two. And certifications, it's not required. This was mandatory part of my university format. That's the reason I've used it. Else you can avoid it. And don't put. I would recommend you. It's completely your choice, but I would suggest don't put the pic. Okay, because pics are usually required during the resumes, which are part of sales or marketing thing. Usually in technical, it's completely fine even if you don't put, right. So yeah. Now coming to the tool I use, as you can see, I use Overleaf for this. If you guys want, I can give you the link to this particular resume. I'll make a copy of this and provide you the link in the description. You guys can go and start using it. Overleaf is a bit complex to use because you have the main text file here, and this text file defines how your PDF is going to look at the final part. But once you start using it, you will realize that this is the best tool available in the market for making your resume, because you can define how each of the part looks, right. If you come here, you will see sections, resumes, heading start. You know, most of the things are very easy and in a well formatted way, compared to any other tool. So that's why I would recommend you guys to go and use Overleaf only. And some suggestions from my side, what you guys can work on during a resume, right. Try to keep the skills only which are related to the job, right. If you see here, I have written Python and Java here, even though I can remove Java, but that is one skill that I have. But if you guys are especially going for, let's say, jobs that are revolving around, let's say, a full stack developer, right, let's say front end developer, then it's completely fine if you don't put a language like Ruby or Go, even if you know that, because it's sort of not going to be useless, and a filled resume sometimes don't look that good as a precise resume. So try to keep things precise and direct. Now, technologies and other things, you only put things which you know and are related to the job, because what I personally think, let's say you have worked on some X skill, let's say you have worked on like PyTorch, TensorFlow, model distribution, inference. I have worked on this, right? But this is related to my job. Now, if you have written, you are applying for a machine learning engineer and you are writing that I have worked on Node.js, I have worked on React.js, that is not going to help here, right? Because you are applying for a completely different domain. So try to keep the resume according to the domain or the job you are applying to, right? Yeah, that is one thing that you need to keep in mind, that you should not restrict yourself during placement, that even if I don't enter this domain I won't get a job. But prepare different resume for each domain. So in experience, you can keep the things as simple as possible, because what some people do, they, even if they have done a very small thing, they'll boost it like that, and during the interviews when they are asked about it, the interview will be shocked to know that okay, this was such a small thing and you have boosted it like you have achieved a very big thing. So try to keep things as simple as possible, and directly write okay that I had increased the accuracy to this much, and don't use chat gpt generated words. Those words are very much easily detectable by most of the UI systems, like the backend systems that are being used by companies, and they will simply remove your resume. Or even the engineers that are seeing your resume would, the first impression would be okay, this person has used chat gpt for generating these basic lines in the resume, so what can we expect from him, right? So don't do that. Write the resume yourself, every single line. Similarly, for projects and achievements, try to keep most of the things that you have done in your university, or let's say in your final year, the big projects that you have worked on. Or maybe if you are experienced, you can keep the things where you have improved the current accuracies. Because what happens is, if you don't display your achievements in a good manner, you will not be able to defeat others and qualify for the job. So you need to prove that why you are better than others. But again, write things which are true. Don't hoax, make a hoax of them, or don't boost them like they were not. So suppose if I have written here, right, top 5% worldwide ranking, 1870 plus rating in lead code, I am right. So I've tried to keep this as simple as possible. Now I know if you give this to chat gpt, it is going to generate such a complex word that okay, you will try to keep, you will think that okay, this might look good, but believe me, it doesn't look good. Keep your resume simple and direct, and attractive. So that is it. And in the links, it's completely your choice. I usually put GitHub, lead code, LinkedIn, and my portfolio. GitHub I think I should remove, because I have not been active on open source and GitHub things for a very long time now. So keep things which are actually beneficial to you, not the ones that are going to pull you back, right? If you're not active on GitHub, then don't put it here, right? Because if someone goes and visited and you're not active, then it's actually making your image negative only. It's not benefiting you. Similarly, put the link to the projects if they're complete and you have well documented it, because you don't want a bad impression. It's completely fine to be neutral, but no bad impressions, right? So put things which are complete and correct according to you. So yeah, and I think I have told you three sections are important: the experience, the projects that you have worked on in college life. I think this is the projects part. Yeah, academic projects, the experience that you have, internship, and extracurricular and achievements. These three things are more than important. Education, it's a must thing that you need to keep, and these technical skills and certifications I will keep keep it on you guys. You can keep if you want, you can remove it, it's completely fine, but yeah, at least keep technologies and language. These others thing you can remove, it's not essential, and certifications are not required. So because no one looks at certification nowadays, everyone is focusing on skills and knowledge you possess, right? So yeah, that was pretty much it for this video. I would recommend you guys to go and check out the job description that you're applying for, and then prepare your resume. Some common words are always there in these machine learning and data science jobs. Pick out those words, right? Pick out the technology that they need and work on that and improve your resume. Okay, so yeah, that was it for the video. I hope you guys learned something new, and if you guys still have any doubt, feel free to ask that in the comment section. I'll try to reply it and help you guys as much as possible. So thank you and have a nice day.